What is that one element which can exist without humans, but humans cannot exist without it? Pondering? Okay, let me help you. What is that one resource that shapes every heartbeat, every harvest, and every home, yet often flow anywhere unnoticed? Yes, the answer is simple yet most ignored. Water. A very warm greeting to the respected CBSE official, esteemed panel member, my honorable principal ma'am, revered teachers, and my dear fellow students. This is Pragya Singh, student of class 12, Humanities Group of Children's Senior Secondary School. It's truly an honor and a moment of deep gratitude to be given this opportunity by Central Board of Secondary Education to share my thoughts on a topic that concerns not just our nation but our very existence. That is, water security, preserve, protect and prosper. I extend my heartfelt thanks to CBSE for this meaningful initiatives which allows a student like us to voice our understanding and responsibility as citizens of tomorrow. One's life is full of stories, and here's a story from my life. One evening when I visited my village, my brother told me about that pond near our house, which is not just a place full of water but also our fondful memories. He told me that that place was completely dead and dried and only grasses left there. If you visit, you will unable to mark any instance of water there ever. I am unable to believe it and urged him to take me there. When I reached there, I felt his words into action. It's very difficult to say that it was the very same place once filled with water. I freezed, stayed a bit there and then returned. Though I returned from there, but something into me still stays there. Like water body is saying something to me. While speaking, I remembered poet W.H. Auden once very rightly said that thousands have lived without love. Thousands have lived without love, but not one without water. And here I am, having a letter from the river. I was born in the lap of mountains, pure, free, and full of life. I danced through fields, cradled, whispered to the fields, cradled villages into my arms. You called me by many names, Ganga, Narmada, Krishna, Godavari. But for all, I was simply life. Every drop of mine carried your hope, your harvest, and your tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, something changed. You build cities that forget to breathe, industries that forget to care. You take more than I could ever give and left behind ways I could not bear. I watched my children, farmers, animals, and even you, thirsting for what once was abundant. I wanted to scream, but rivers do not speak in word. My story was not mine alone. As Mahatma Gandhi once very rightly stated that the nature has enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. It is of water security. Water security means ensuring that every person, every crop, and every ecosystem have enough, safe, and clean water, not just today, but for generations ahead. It's not only about having water, it's about managing it wisely, using it sustainably, and sharing it responsibly. I repeat, it's not only about having water, it's about using it wisely, sharing it sustainably. And India holds 18% of the world population, but only 4% of the world fresh water. Every year, our groundwater drops. Rainfall becomes more unpredictable. And here, rainfall became more unpredictable. So we decided to take a step for it, and me, my cousins, some of our family members with our neighbor went at very same place. We decided to clean that area, remove all the grasses and unwanted shrubs there, and plant as many trees as possible so that we can regenerate that area again. We redigged that pit and now it's time for the water. So we discussed and decided to fill that pit with water from the irrigation pump. While doing so, rain happens, which acts as a cherry on the top in that process. When it was been all done and I was sitting there, I realized that all of a sudden everything changed. That dig which was dead started breathing. The surrounding became more vibrant and lively. The air was fresh and clear. While sitting on the bank of it, I realized that when human, while doing their process, does not pause and realize, the nature itself tells them that where their consequences leads to them, what their actions was doing to them. But because when we destroy the nature, we are destroying our life source. And when we are building it, we build life source for ourselves. The intention behind sharing this story to you people is that your thoughts, your conscience-stricken drive and will turns into action, whether tiny or grand. So let's pledge together that from today, tomorrow, and every day after, we will do whatever to be done in order to save the most essential gift of nature, that is water. Thank you, Jai Hind.